Welcome to History with Herodotus, where the boundaries of time and space are traversed in pursuit of understanding the intricacies of human civilization. Today, we embark on a fascinating journey through the annals of history as we delve into the captivating story of the Habsburg Dynasty, a powerful and influential royal house that shaped the course of European history for centuries. In the midst of medieval Europe, where kingdoms rose and fell like the ebb and flow of the tides, the seeds of the Habsburg dynasty were sown. To comprehend the ascent of this formidable dynasty, we must first immerse ourselves in the tumultuous world of 10th century Europe, a realm of feudal lords, bishops, and kings, where allegiances were forged and broken with alarming frequency. It was amidst this complex tapestry that the earliest precursors to the Habsburgs emerged, their origins rooted in the Swiss canton of Aargau. The name Habsburg itself is derived from the German word Habsburg, meaning Hawk Castle, a reference to the family's original stronghold, Habsburg Castle, situated near the town of Brugg. This fortress, perched atop a hill overlooking the Aare River, would serve as the nucleus from which the Habsburgs' power and influence would gradually radiate. As we navigate the labyrinthine corridors of history, we find ourselves in the company of Radbot, Count of Klettgau, a nobleman who lived during the late 10th century. Radbot's legacy is indelibly linked to the construction of Habsburg Castle, an imposing structure that not only provided a secure refuge for his family, but also served as a potent symbol of their burgeoning authority. The subsequent generations of Habsburgs would continue to consolidate their power, leveraging strategic marriages, military conquests, and shrewd diplomacy to expand their territorial holdings. One such pivotal figure was Werner I, Bishop of Strasbourg, who navigated the treacherous waters of ecclesiastical politics with remarkable acumen, ultimately securing a position of considerable influence within the Holy Roman Empire. As the Habsburg star continued its ascent, they found themselves drawn into the orbit of the Salian dynasty, which ruled the Holy Roman Empire during the 11th century. This convergence of interests would have far-reaching consequences, as the Habsburgs began to weave a complex web of alliances and obligations that would eventually propel them to the forefront of European politics. The early 12th century witnessed the emergence of Albert II, Count of Habsburg, a formidable leader who would play a crucial role in shaping the destiny of his family. Through a combination of military prowess, astute statecraft, and judicious marriage alliances, Albert II laid the groundwork for the Habsburgs' future greatness, establishing a legacy that would be built upon by his successors. As the 12th century unfolded, the Habsburgs continued to strengthen their position within the Holy Roman Empire, with Albert II's successors skillfully navigating the intricate landscape of medieval politics. One such notable figure was Leopold III, Duke of Austria, who played a pivotal role in shaping the dynasty's fortunes during the early 13th century. Through his prudent leadership and strategic alliances, Leopold III managed to secure significant territorial gains, including the acquisition of the Duchy of Styria in 1192. The year 1273 marked a watershed moment for the Habsburgs, as Rudolf I, Count of Habsburg, was elected King of the Romans, thereby becoming the first Habsburg to ascend to the imperial throne. This triumph was largely due to Rudolf's cunning diplomacy and military prowess, which enabled him to outmaneuver his rivals and secure the support of key nobles and bishops. As he astutely observed, the throne is not a chair, but a pedestal, reflecting his deep understanding of the imperatives of power and the need for calculated strategic maneuvering. Rudolf's reign was marked by a series of significant events, including the establishment of the Habsburgs' control over the Austrian duchies and the initiation of a protracted struggle against the rival kingdom of Bohemia. The year 1282 witnessed the issuance of the Privilegium Rudolphi, a seminal document that granted the Dukes of Austria and Styria considerable autonomy, thereby laying the groundwork for the Habsburgs' future dominance in the region. The 14th century saw the rise of Albert I, King of the Romans, who further consolidated the Habsburgs' power through a combination of military campaigns and shrewd diplomatic maneuvers. His reign was marked by a series of notable events, including the Battle of Gerlheim in 1298, where he defeated his rival, Adolf of Nassau, and secured a decisive victory for the Habsburgs. As the Habsburgs continued to expand their territorial holdings, they became increasingly embroiled in the complex web of alliances and rivalries that characterized medieval European politics. The year 1335 witnessed the signing of the Treaty of Rheinfelden, which established an alliance between the Habsburgs and the Wittelsbach dynasty, thereby securing a crucial partnership that would have far-reaching consequences for the balance of power in Europe. The Black Death, which ravaged Europe during the mid-14th century, presented both challenges and opportunities for the Habsburgs. While the pandemic undoubtedly exacted a devastating toll on their subjects and disrupted trade and commerce, it also created openings for the dynasty to expand its influence through strategic marriages and acquisitions of territory. As one contemporary observer noted, in times of great upheaval, fortune favors the bold, reflecting the Habsburgs' willingness to adapt and capitalize on the changing circumstances. The reign of Charles IV, Holy Roman Emperor, marked a significant milestone in the Habsburgs' history as he oversaw a period of considerable cultural and artistic flourishing, exemplified by the establishment of the University of Prague in 1348. Charles's prudent leadership and diplomatic acumen enabled him to maintain a delicate balance between the various factions vying for power within the empire, while also pursuing an ambitious agenda of territorial expansion and consolidation. As the Habsburgs entered the 15th century, they faced numerous challenges, including the rise of powerful rival dynasties, such as the Luxembourgs and the Jagiellonians. Nevertheless, through a combination of military prowess, strategic alliances, and clever diplomacy, the Habsburgs continued to consolidate their position, laying the groundwork for their future emergence as one of Europe's dominant powers. The year 1453 witnessed the coronation of Ladislaus V, King of Hungary and Bohemia, who would go on to play a crucial role in shaping the Habsburgs' fortunes during the late 15th century. The Congress of Mantua in 1459 marked an important milestone in the Habsburgs' history, as it brought together key leaders from across Europe to address the pressing issues of the day, including the Ottoman threat and the need for greater unity among Christian states. The Congress ultimately failed to achieve its objectives, but it underscored the Habsburgs' growing influence within European politics and their emergence as a major force in shaping the continent's destiny. As the 15th century drew to a close, the Habsburgs faced an increasingly complex web of alliances and rivalries that would shape their destiny for centuries to come. The Congress of Mantua, despite its shortcomings, had underscored the need for greater unity among Christian states in the face of the Ottoman threat, and the Habsburgs were well positioned to play a leading role in this effort. The reign of Maximilian I, who ruled from 1493 to 1519, marked a significant turning point in Habsburg history, as he oversaw a series of strategic marriages and military campaigns that expanded the dynasty's territorial holdings and cemented its position as a dominant power in Europe. The 16th century saw the rise of Charles V, who ruled over a vast empire that stretched from Spain to Hungary and from the Netherlands to Italy. His reign was marked by a series of significant conflicts, including the Protestant Reformation and the Ottoman Wars, which tested the Habsburgs' military prowess and diplomatic acumen. As Charles V himself noted, "The empire is a vast body, and its limbs are far-flung," highlighting the challenges of governing such a diverse and extensive territory. The 17th and 18th centuries saw the Habsburgs continue to consolidate their power, with notable figures such as Ferdinand II and Maria Theresa playing important roles in shaping the dynasty's history. The War of the Spanish Succession, which lasted from 1701 to 1714, marked a significant turning point as the Habsburgs emerged victorious, but at great cost, with the Treaty of Utrecht recognizing Philip V of Spain as the rightful King of Spain, but also ceding significant territories to other European powers. The 19th century saw the rise of nationalism and liberalism, which posed significant challenges to the Habsburgs' authority. The revolutions of 1848, which swept across Europe, forced the Habsburgs to grant significant concessions, including the establishment of constitutional governments in Hungary and Austria. The reign of Franz Joseph I, who ruled from 1848 to 1916, marked a period of significant modernization and reform, but also saw the Habsburgs struggling to maintain their grip on power in the face of rising nationalist sentiment. The 20th century saw the Habsburgs' fortunes decline dramatically, with the outbreak of World War I marking the beginning of the end. The war itself was a disaster for the Habsburgs, with the empire suffering significant losses and eventually collapsing in 1918. The Treaty of Saint-Germain, signed in 1919, formally dissolved the Austro-Hungarian Empire, bringing an end to the Habsburgs' reign after over 600 years. Today, the Habsburg Dynasty is remembered as one of the most influential and enduring in European history. Their legacy can be seen in the modern-day nations of Austria, Hungary, and Czech Republic, among others, and their impact on art, culture, and politics continues to be felt. As the historian Peter Gale once noted, the Habsburgs were a dynasty of great complexity and contradictions, capable of producing both brilliant statesmen and incompetent fools, highlighting the nuanced and multifaceted nature of their history. The Habsburg story serves as a reminder of the importance of understanding the past in order to appreciate the present. Their rise and fall is a testament to the enduring power of human ingenuity, diplomacy, and strategic maneuvering, but also to the fragility of even the greatest empires. That's all for today's History with Herodotus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, remember that, to understand the present, we must first understand the past.